Good. So sitting comfortably on your mat, and just softly closing your eyes. So taking your time to settle mind and body onto the mat, letting go of anything else that's going on. As you take your gaze internally, becoming aware of any tension you might be holding. Relaxing from the fingertips through to the shoulders. Relaxing your jaw. Relaxing deep into the hips and the pelvic floor. Right the way down to your toes. Feeling that weight down through the sitting bones. That connection down to the earth. Always there, always supporting. From that connected space, as you inhale, lengthen up through the spine. So keeping the back of the neck nice and long, lifting through the crown of the head. Bring your focus onto your natural breath. And just observing the quality of the natural breathing. And observing the relationship between your breath and your body. You're feeling your whole body expand and brighten as you inhale. Soften and release as you exhale. And introduce your Ujjayi breath. You start to deepen the breath, finding that soft, audible sound. I often say that you're only as old as your spine. So we're going to be doing a practice today to really work into the spine. So as you're moving, be aware of areas that might feel a bit tighter, that maybe you do hold tension or that feel a bit stuck. We're going to start with the hands rested onto the knees and the palms down. And moving into Sufi grind, but really focusing on the isolation of the rib cage. So we're doing small circles, really trying to circle the ribs around the hips. So isolating that upper back. So with the hands rested onto the knees, eyes closed, your gaze internal. On your inhale, pushing the chest forwards. So drawing the shoulder blades into the back body. As you exhale, push the rib cage around to the right and then to the back. Inhaling left and forwards. So we're trying to keep the lower body as still as we can, and just move into the rib cage and the upper back. So these are small movements. And keep timing the movement with your breath. And as the body starts to warm up, maybe it's inviting you to go a little bit bigger with the circles. So you can start moving into the waist and the rib cage. And keeping these movements timed with that steady Ujjayi breath. So you feel each part of the movement. Feel each part of the body. And then make these movements as big as you can. So maybe bringing the tummy right forwards over the thighs, taking it all the way back. Make these circles as big as you can. And then one last circle. And coming back to the center, sitting up nice and tall, again grounding through the sitting bones as we move anti-clockwise. So inhale, pushing the chest forward, small movements into the rib cage. Exhaling, pushing the rib cage to the left and back. Inhaling right and forwards. So again, the hips stay nice and steady. We keep the waist as still as possible and try and isolate this movement into the rib cage. Good. And then if you want to, making the circles a little bit bigger. So moving down into the waist. And then make the circles as big as you can. So coming right the way forwards. Sweeping the tummy across the thighs if you can comfortably. Good. One last big circle. And then coming back to the center, sitting up nice and tall, focus onto your breath. Good. So softly opening your eyes, come forwards onto all fours, coming into your tabletop position, knees and feet hip distance, And moving into your cat-cow, so really working on this ripple from the base of the spine. On the inhale, curling the sitting bones up. Let the tummy drop, push the chest forwards, and then lift the gaze. As you exhale, tucking the tailbone under. Pull the tummy button back towards the spine, lifting the chest back, and then let the head drop last. So keep the head low as you inhale, curling the sitting bones up, dropping the tummy, dropping the chest, push it forwards and lift the gaze. Keeping the gaze lifted on your exhale, rounding the tailbone under. Tummy button back towards the spine. Lift the chest back and let the head drop last. Keep moving with your breath. Again, you can do this with your eyes closed and your gaze internal. So we want to find a nice watery, fluid quality to the spine, to the movement. And then start to circle the hips. So nice big circles. You can sweep all the way back to the heels. Do what feels nice in your body. And change the direction of the circles. So you might want to be doing small movements today, and that's fine. Listen to what your body needs. Good. And then come back to the center. So bringing your toes to touch, take your knees almost out to mat width and sit back into a wide child's pose. Extend your arms out in front of you. So really walking the hands forwards, getting a nice stretch through the back and the side body, and breathe into that deep Ujjayi breath. Okay, so we're going to keep the legs in this position. And as you inhale, coming back up to all fours, lifting the feet, rolling over the knees, and then dropping the hips, pushing the chest forwards and lifting the gaze, coming into a fallen cobra. And as you exhale, pushing back to your child's pose. Moving with your breath, inhaling, coming forwards into this fallen cobra, so the hips drop, chest pushes forwards, lift the gaze. Exhaling, push back. Again, inhaling, coming forwards. Keep moving with your breath. Exhaling, push back. Good, last one. Inhaling, coming forwards. I'm going to hold it here for 2 breaths. So lengthening the tailbone down, really roll the shoulders back, pull the shoulders down away from the ears and push the chest forwards. And then on your exhale, push back to your child's pose. Again, taking a couple of breaths here. So breathing down the length of your spine. And then on your inhale, come back up to all fours. So bringing the knees and the feet to hip distance. Walk your hands forward a hand's length. Tuck your toes under and push back into your downward dog. So just holding it steady here. Have a little bend in the knees if you need to find the length through the spine. Really activating through Hasta Bandha. Get those hands active. Curl the sitting bones up towards the ceiling. And then find that little activation through Mula Bandha. And allowing the heels to drop down to the mat. Breathing right the way into the stretch. Again, that steady Ujjayi breath. Good. On your inhale, stepping to the front of the mat, lift into your flat back. So really tilting from the pelvis, find that length through the front body. As you exhale, folding down to Uttanasana, let the spine round. And then inhale, coming up to standing, Urdhva Hastasana. So pushing through the feet as you reach up. Exhaling, bring the hands to Namaskar. Inhaling, floating your arms up. Urdhva Hastasana, take the gaze up. Exhaling, forward fold to Uttanasana. And let the spine round. Inhaling, lengthen through the front body, look forwards, lift to your flat back. Exhaling, step back, Chaturanga, or knees, chest and chin. Inhaling, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana, or come into Cobra. Exhaling to Ardha Mukha Svanasana. Inhaling, step forwards, coming into your flat back. Again, lengthen through the front body. Exhale, folding down, Uttanasana. Inhaling, rise up to standing, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhaling, bring the hands to Namaskar. Good. Inhale, floating your arms up. Exhaling, forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhaling, lift and lengthen to your flat back. Exhaling, step back, Chaturanga, or knees, chest and chin. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Exhaling, Ardha Mukha Svanasana. Inhaling, step forwards, coming into your flat back. Exhaling, fold down, Uttanasana. Inhale, rise up to standing, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhaling, bring the hands to Namaskar. Again, inhaling, floating your arms up, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhaling, forward fold to Uttanasana. Inhaling, lift to your flat back. Exhaling, step back, Chaturanga. Inhaling to upward dog or cobra. Exhaling, push back to your downward dog. Inhaling, step forwards, coming into your flat back. Exhaling, fold down, Uttanasana. Inhaling, rise up to standing, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhaling, bring the hands to Namaskar. Release your arms down by your side and come into Tadasana. So coming back to your breath. So here we lengthen the tailbone down, being mindful we're not tucking. So we're finding length through the lower back, lifting up through the crown of the head. Bring your feet to hip distance. And on your inhale, sit down to Utkatasana. So feel here that little lift through Mula Bandha, just above the perineum. So we feel the back nice and strong. Reach through the fingertips, take the gaze up. And on the exhale, forward fold to Uttanasana. Inhaling, lift to your flat back. Exhaling, step back, Chaturanga, or knees, chest and chin. Inhaling to Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Exhaling back to Ardha Mukha Svanasana. Inhaling, step the right foot forwards and come into your high lunge. As you exhale, open out to the left, Virabhadrasana 2. On the inhale, lengthening through the spine. Exhaling, lowering the hands down, step back, Chaturanga, or knees, chest and chin. Inhaling, upward dog or cobra. Exhaling, push back to your downward dog. On the inhale, step the left foot between the hands, take the arms up, coming into your high lunge. Exhaling, opening out to the left, Virabhadrasana 2. And using this inhale to find space and length. And on the exhale, lower the hands down, step back, Chaturanga, or knees, chest and chin. Inhaling to upward dog or cobra. Exhaling back to your downward dog and hold it here. So feel that energy through the body as you draw up through the hands, lengthening through the spine and pushing down through the heels. Good. On your inhale, step forwards, coming into your flat back. Exhaling, fold down, Uttanasana. Bend your knees. On your inhale, sweep your arms up to Utkatasana. Exhaling, come to standing, hands in Namaskar. Good. So bringing the feet together on the mat. On your inhale, sit down to Utkatasana. Exhaling, bring the hands in front of the heart center into prayer and twist over to the right side, hooking the left elbow over the right knee. So holding it here, or you can open the arms out if you want to. Breathe into the twist. Good. On your inhale, coming back to the center, extend the arms up to Utkatasana. Exhaling, twisting over to the left side, so hook the right elbow over the left knee. Good. Inhaling, coming back to the center, extend the arms up. Exhaling, forward fold. Inhaling, lift to your flat back. Exhale, step back, chaturanga on knees, chest and chin. Inhaling to upward dog or cobra. Exhaling, push back to your downward dog. Good. On your inhale, step your right foot forwards. Sweep the arms up and come into your high lunge. Exhaling, turn to your left, coming into your warrior two. On your inhale, reaching forwards over that right leg. And as you exhale, opening out Parsvakonasana, so either elbow to knee or taking the hand onto the inside of the front foot. Breathe into this. And have a nice bend through that front knee. Good. Inhaling, coming back up to your warrior two. Turn the right palm to face the ceiling. And as you exhale, take it back into a reverse warrior. So left hand coming to rest on the left leg. Take the gaze up towards the ceiling. Good. Inhaling, coming back to your warrior two. Good. Exhaling, lower the hands down. Step back, chaturanga, or knees, chest and chin. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Exhaling, Ardha Mukha Svanasana. Inhaling, step the left foot forwards. Sweep your arms up and come into your high lunge. Exhaling, turn to your left, Virabhadrasana 2. On your inhale, reaching forwards over the left leg. Exhaling, open out Parsvakonasana. So find a line from that right foot to the right hand. And breathe into it. Keep working on the external rotation through that front thigh. So you're tucking that left sitting bone under. Good. Inhaling, coming back to your warrior two. Turn the left palm up. And as you exhale, take it back into your reverse warrior. Take the gaze up. Again, breathing into that stretch through the left side. Inhaling, coming back to your warrior two. Exhaling, lower your hands down, step back, chaturanga, or knees, chest and chin. Inhaling to upward dog or cobra. Exhaling, push back to your downward dog and hold it here. So releasing any tension through the shoulders and the neck. And breathing into those spaces that feel a bit stuck or tight. Good. And then on your inhale, step forwards, coming into your flat back. Exhaling, fold down, Uttanasana. Bend your knees on your inhale, sweep your arms up to Utkatasana. Exhaling, come to standing, hands in Namaskar. Again, bring the feet together so we do the same flow, just a little bit faster. On your inhale, sit down to Utkatasana. Exhale, twisting over to the right side, so hands in front of the heart center. Inhale, come back to the center, extend the arms up. Exhaling, twist over to the left side. Inhaling, come back to the center, arms up to Utkatasana. Exhaling, forward fold. Inhaling, flat back. Exhaling, step back, Chaturanga. Inhaling to Ardha Mukha Svanasana. Exhaling to Ardha Mukha Svanasana. Inhaling the right foot forwards, take the arms up, high lunge. Exhaling, open out to the left, Virabhadrasana 2. Inhale, reaching forwards. Exhaling, open out, Parsvakonasana. Find that long line from the back foot to the left hand. Inhaling, coming back up to Warrior 2. Exhaling, take it back into your reverse warrior. Inhaling, Virabhadrasana 2. Exhaling, lower the hands down, step back, Chaturanga. Inhaling, Ardha Mukha Svanasana. Exhaling, Ardha Mukha Svanasana. Inhaling the left foot forwards, high lunge. Exhaling, open out to the right, Virabhadrasana 2. Inhale, reaching forwards. Exhaling, Parsvakonasana, so coming into that nice long line. Inhale, come back up, Warrior 2. Exhaling, take it back to your reverse warrior. Inhaling, Virabhadrasana 2. Exhaling, lower the hands down, step back, Chaturanga. Inhaling, Ardha Mukha Svanasana. Exhaling, Ardha Mukha Svanasana, and hold. Come into a child's pose if you want to for a few breaths. So observing the quality of your breath as you're holding this. If you've lost your Ujjayi breath, see if you can bring it back. Good. On your inhale, step forwards, coming into your flat back. Exhaling, fold down, Uttanasana. Bend your knees on your inhale, sweep your arms up to Utkatasana. Exhaling, come to standing, hands in Namaskar. So we keep the feet at hip distance this time. On your inhale, sit back to Utkatasana. Exhaling, bring the hands to Namaskar, so hands in front of the heart center. Now turning the rib cage around to the right, we're going to open the arms out and take the back of the left hand onto the outside edge of the right knee and turn the gaze up towards the right hand. So we're not coming down quite as low. So we've got the back of the hand on the outside edge of the right knee, working into this upper back, and breathe. Have a look at your knees. Make sure the knees are level. Good. On your inhale, come back to the center. Take the arms up to Utkatasana. Exhaling, bring the hands in front of the heart center, and then twisting from the upper body around to the left, and taking the back of the right hand onto the outside edge of the left knee, and extending the left arm up, turning the gaze towards that left hand. Breathe into the twist. So Tina, check your knees. Nice. Good. Inhaling, come back to the center, extend the arms up to Utkatasana. Exhaling, forward fold. Inhaling, lift to your flat back. Exhaling, step back, chaturanga, or knees, chest and chin. Inhaling to upward dog or cobra. Exhaling, push back to your downward dog. On the inhale, step the right foot forward, sweep the arms up, coming into your high lunge. This time on the exhale, twist around to your right and open the arms out to shoulder height. So we're coming into a twisted warrior variation. Keep anchored through this back foot and keep your connection to the midline. So hugging the inner thighs together. So you're twisting around to the right. Good. On your inhale, come back to the center, take the arms up, coming into your high lunge. Exhaling, lowering your hands down, step back, chaturanga, or knees, chest and chin. Inhaling, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Exhaling to Ardha Mukha Svanasana. Inhaling, step the left foot forward, sweep your arms up, coming up into your high lunge. So connecting to your midline, hug the inner thighs together, and as you exhale, twist around to the left. So we're trying to keep the hips steady and twisting the rib cage around to the left side. So you can gaze over the middle right finger. So we find that slight counter twist in the neck. Keep strong through the back leg. And on your inhale, coming back up to your high lunge. Exhaling, lower your hands down, step back, chaturanga, or knees, chest and chin. Inhaling, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Exhale to Ardha Mukha Svanasana, or child's pose, and hold it here. Whichever variation you're in, breathing the length of your spine. Use that exhalation to soften, to release any unnecessary tension. Are you gripping anywhere? Can you let go? Good. So from here, on your inhale, step your right foot forwards. Good. And take your arms up, coming back into your high lunge. Now step the back foot forward slightly and lower the heel to the mat. So we've got a turn out of about 45 degrees, and then straighten the front leg. Hug into your midline. So pull the inner thighs together as if you're trying to grip something in between your thighs. Take a nice deep breath in. And on the exhale, forward fold, coming into a flat back. Reach forwards. Then lowering the left hand down, either to the foot or to the outside edge of the foot. Take the right arm up towards the ceiling. So we come into Parivrtta Trikonasana, a reverse triangle. And breathe into the twist. Good. Inhaling, coming back to the center into this flat back. And as you exhale, bend the front knee, step back, chaturanga or knees, chest and chin. Inhaling to upward dog or cobra. Exhaling, push back to your downward dog. On your inhale, step the left foot forwards, come into your high lunge. And then step the back foot forwards, lowering the heel to the mat. Again, the foot turned out to about 45 degrees. Straighten the front leg. As you inhale, connect to the midline, hug the inner thighs together. Exhaling, forwards fold, coming into your flat back. Inhale, find length, reach forwards. Exhaling, lowering that right hand to the mat. Take the left arm up towards the ceiling. And so breathing into your twist. Reach fingertip to fingertip. So feel that expansion of energy. Pushing down through the feet, drawing up through the legs. Lengthening through the spine. Reaching fingertip to fingertip. Good. And then lowering the left hand down as you inhale, coming into a flat back. Exhaling, step back, chaturanga or knees, chest and chin. Inhaling to upward dog or cobra. Exhaling, push back to your downward dog. Again, taking a few breaths here. On your inhale, coming forwards to a plank. And as you exhale, lower all the way down to the mat and come to lying on your tummy. Good. So we're going to lift up onto the forearms. So we come into Sphinx pose. And then cross the left arm so it's parallel with the short edge of the mat. If you can see what I'm doing. Then bending your right knee. See if you can reach round and take hold of the right foot. So draw that right heel in towards the right sitting bone. So getting a nice stretch through the front of the thigh. And then releasing the right leg down. So bringing the right hand down to the mat. Then crossing the right arm parallel to the short edge of the mat. And bend the left knee. Reach round and take hold of the left foot. Keep lengthening the tailbone down towards the knees. Good. And then releasing the left leg. You bring the hands one on top of the other and rest your forehead down onto the back of your hands. So feeling the length of the spine. So from here, we're going to bend the knees and flex the feet back. Good. And then push the pubic bone gently down towards the mat. Reach round with the hands and take hold of the front of the ankles. Good. So pushing down through the thighs. As you inhale, kick the feet back, just lifting the chest. So keeping the thighs to the mat. Don't let those knees lift. Roll the shoulders back. Use the back muscles to lift the chest up from the mat. Good. Nice deep breath in. And as you exhale, release. Come back to lying on your tummy. Just take a breath here. Turn the head to one side. And relax. So paying attention to how your back feels as we move into these back bends. If it feels like it's pinching in the lower back, maybe don't come up quite as high. And work into the upper back more, using the shoulders and the shoulder blades. And we're looking for that evenness of sensation through the spine as we come into these postures. So now bring your forehead to the mat. We're bringing the legs together. Bend your knees and reach round and take hold of the tops of the feet. So keeping the back of the neck nice and long. Lengthen the tailbone down, and as you inhale, kick the feet up. Take your gaze forwards, lifting all the way up. Feet lifting towards the ceiling. See if you can get the thighs and the chest off the mat. So just holding for 2 more breaths. Last deep breath in. And exhale, release down to the mat. Turn your head to the opposite side and rest. Give the hips a little shake from side to side. Just holding for a couple more breaths. And then bringing the hands underneath the shoulders. Push yourself back into your child's pose. And this time bringing the arms alongside the legs and allowing the whole spine to round. And then slowly come up to sitting. So sitting to the left of your feet, you're going to cross the right foot over the top of the left knee. Get both sitting bones down onto the mat, nice and even, using a block if you want to. And breathing length through the spine, so lifting up through the crown of the head. Are you with me, Lynn? Yeah, got it. Then take the right hand behind you on the mat. Inhaling, take the left arm up. And on the exhale, twist from the rib cage around to the right and hook the left elbow over the right knee. So if you're working into the bind, if you need to use your strap here, you can. Otherwise, taking a few breaths to come into this twist and then work your way round into the bind. So feeding that left arm underneath through the right leg and reaching around with the right hand to take hold. Turn the gaze over your right shoulder and breathe. So using your breath, that inhalation push down through the right sitting bones, lift through the crown of the head. The exhale twisting a little bit deeper. See if you can find a deeper breath. A little more softness and space. And then releasing the bind as you inhale, come back to face forward. So lengthening as you twist. And then change the cross of the legs. So left foot flat to the mat. And find that position for the sitting bones so there's weight evenly down through both. Good. Inhaling, lengthening. And as you exhale, twist around to the left side. So take that left hand behind you on the mat. Inhale, lifting up through the right arm. Exhaling, twisting a bit deeper around to the left and hook the elbow over the knee. So take a couple of breaths here first to let your body adjust to this twist. And then if you want to work into the bind, you can work into the bind on this side. So let that left sitting bone lift up a little bit if it needs to, Tina, just to get into the bind. And then once you're in it, you can work that sitting bone back down again. So breathing length into the spine. Lift as you inhale. Exhale and twist. Keep holding for a couple more breaths. Good. And on your inhale, lift and lengthen, twisting to face the front of the mat. Uncross the legs. Extend your legs out in front of you. Sitting up nice and tall in Dandasana as you inhale, reaching up towards the ceiling. And on the exhale, gently folding forwards, let your spine round and take your gaze towards your feet. So really working on the length here. Just let the breath move you. And on your inhale, come back up to sitting. So come to lying on your back. Have your knees bent and your feet flat to the mat. So we're going to lift up the legs. So we'll lift up the feet. So you've got a 90-degree angle. And then cross your legs. So you cross the right leg on top of the left. Flex the feet back. And then you're going to take hold of the ankles. And gently draw your feet in towards you. So bending the elbows. And you can allow the hips to lift just a little bit. So just gently stretching into the lower back, into the hips, wherever you're feeling it. So try and keep a right angle in the knees. And then releasing the feet. Uncross your legs. So this time you're going to cross, so lifting the feet, crossing the left leg on top of the right. So Tina, cross the legs as if you were sitting cross-legged, not just the ankles. So crossing the knees, over the knees. You can't quite, yeah, there you go. And then keeping a right angle in the knees, flex the feet and reach around and reach down and take hold of the ankles or the shins. And gently draw the legs in towards you. A steady Ujjayi breath, just allowing any unnecessary tension to release. And then releasing the feet, uncross your legs. Lower the feet flat to the floor, let your knees fall in together. Just taking a couple of breaths here before you extend your legs down the mat and come into Shavasana. If you want to finish your meditation, you can come up to sitting. With each exhale, let your body release. Feel it get a little bit heavier. And then bringing your focus back into your body. Just giving your fingers and toes a wiggle. And gently hug your knees in towards your chest. Circle the knees in one direction. And then in the other. And then roll over onto one side. Gently press yourself up to sitting and find a comfortable sitting position. And bring your hands in front of your heart center into prayer. We'll close the class chanting 3 Oms together. So taking a nice deep breath in. Fully exhale. And inhale for Om. And gently bowing your head. Namaste.